SJS, what's up? Here's another episode. I know you're not used to getting content on this channel. Well, you know what? Put this up your sphincter and smoke it. Alright, I'm just gonna sit here and wait for these two lovely gentlemen to call me. They have my number. We've been in a relationship for a couple of years now. Oh, that took a turn. Just waiting for them to call me. Oh, here we go.
Key on your kids, but just wait for that key on your children.
So I get a hit in the back, right? So it wasn't much. That was my first string. So the second string, I finished with her. I'm taking her home. That we ran over a tree branch. And we dragged the tree branch for like 2 blocks. Like, I'm like, oh God, what do we hear? I look out, I couldn't see anything. So it's underneath my car. It took us 2 blocks for the tree branch to get out. I'm like,
Word.
poor today.
Yeah.
Okay, I just heard piss on my head, and then that whole tangent.
I
Which
said piss
tangent?
on my children.
Which tangent?
I don't even know, but I've been recording, and I'm recording now, and all of that is staying in. And
Hey, I'm a tangent.
yes, you are tangential on the screen that I'm recording on. Welcome to SJSv2. Joining me, JoshAgeddon, is Sean McCarty.
I'm making a dab.
Dabbing on those fools, and also speaking
Gosh.
to someone who dabs on the regular, but in a different way, Skyler Greenberg.
What?
Don't you...
This is gonna be roasty.
This is gonna be
What?
roasty and toasty.
Would either of you like a cookie?
No.
Depends
I don't know
on
where that cookie's been. I don't know what's touched.
or what's inside it.
It's a firm chocolate chip cookie given to me by a wonderful old lady who goes to my church. You Jewish heathen.
I was about to say, how much THC are we talking here?
0. 0. This is a nice, lovely old lady. Heart of gold.
Heart of
As
gold.
I light up my drugs.
we
It's not drugs, it's
we-
just a dab. I'm
we
kidding.
here at SJSv2, we do not
Approve racism?
We do not condone racism or drug use. At least not at the same time. If you want to do it separately, then then that's up to you.
We specifically are against simultaneous racism and drug use. Separate is okay, but if you do them at the same time,
I
no
mean,
snorting swear words, okay?
I
Listen.
mean, what's more racist than preferring separation?
Oh my god, that's funny.
What a way to start.
My god.
So Sean and Skyler just did the NFL year in review, where they were talking about, you know, how they're planning on changing the name of the league to the Taylor Swift League. So how's that going?
It wasn't.
All hail the tribal chiefs.
Yeah.
That's about it. What are you up to?
Dude, I have been drowsy all day, and I don't know why. So it might have something to do. It might have something to do with the fact that I haven't had a monster all day because I'm trying to wean myself off a little bit.
Are you feeling okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just last night my kidneys were hurting a lot because my fiance's lovely mother got me a 4-pack of Monster. And I went through it in like 3 days, and my kidneys were like, please, sir, stop, cease, and desist. I'm trying to digest and trying to squeeze out all this piss in a timely manner. We're shutting down for business, sir, if you don't stop.
Yeah, you turned Simpson yellow. Needing dialysis.
I am terrified of one day getting a kidney stone, which I feel like I'm headed in that direction.
Just drink enough sugar and you'll get there.
That's why I'm trying to calm down a little bit.
You should make a ring out of your kidney stone.
Yeah, as Taylor Swift would say, I need to calm down.
Should just, you know what? If you get one, you should just shake it off.
No amount of shade ever made anyone less gay.
In public.
What?
A lot of this is just Skyler just going to be going like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Well, that's a Super Jam session in general.
Yeah,
So,
basically.
what do you want to talk about?
I don't know, Cody. What do you want to talk about? Well, I don't know. What do you want to do today?
I mean, listen. I know.
That's where Ted DiBiase is sorely missed and Cody Rhodes is dead.
He is totally the Patrick to Cody SpongeBob.
I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
Someone needs to respond to that with, I don't know. What do you want to do today?
Oh, man.
And if Cody went along with it, like, I don't know. What do you want to do today? Dude, that's how they get back to 5 million viewers.
If Cody had stayed in AEW, he and Kenny Omega eventually would have gotten to that point.
We don't want to talk about them.
But thankfully, they're not.
Yeah.
Ever. Hopefully.
By the way, the fact that some random midget wrestling organization is outperforming AEW is just that. Is it Christmas? Again?
Every year.
I mean, basically.
It's just wonderful.
It's their just desserts.
Yes, indeed.
They have earned third place.
Okay, I've been watching this channel, this basically just an AEW hate channel, because, you know, and they showed a compilation of Tony Khan just hugging, like, different wrestlers. Like, he hugged Nyla Rose, he hugged Okada, and just the look on his face and the look on the wrestler's face. Why?
The hug with Cesaro, I will never get over.
Oh my god, yeah, that was also on there.
That dude needed a change of pants.
And Cesaro
It was kind of sad, actually.
Needed a quick shower or 20.
Yeah, I think he was a little perturbed at just how personally Tony Khan was taking that.
He's like, dude, I have a personal bubble.
You're real. You're actually real.
So, Skyler.
Yeah. I get to know what the wrestlers feel like, and they smell like Swiss. They smell like Swiss perfection.
They smell like Swiss cheese.
I was hoping you would just leave it at they smell like Swiss. Just leave it at that.
They smell like Swiss cheese.
Oh.
I don't mean to plot a hole into your logic, but
yeah,
you know.
So Skyler, what has life been doing with you over the past how long?
I mean, I already told the story about the car, but should I tell it again?
Yes.
That was the vaguest question I have ever heard asked ever. What has life been doing to you for, how long? There's no specification on what you're asking or when you're asking it. There's no time frame. There's no subject matter. That is literally the vaguest question ever asked in the history of interviews and journalism. And you heard it right here on Super Jam Session.
I'm tired, okay? I said at the outset I've been drowsy all day because I'm trying to save my kidneys. And this is the result.
That was historic. That was a historic question.
So answer my damn question, Skyler. How's life been fucking you?
Okay, well, let's get to the fucking part, I guess, because why not? Mm-hmm. So, as I was telling Sean this today, so this is how I wanted to spend my President's Day. Just going, and my car has been stopping and starting because the battery is fucked. Mm-hmm. So I'm just kind of like, oh, great, gotta go to the family mechanic. So I decided, you know what, I'll go to the family mechanic and I'll ride the bus over to the hockey game that I'm going to go to later today. So I'm like, okay, go to the mechanic. All right, come back in like 2 or 3 hours. All right, sure, whatever. I go to the hockey game. He calls me in the middle of the hockey game and says, okay, a sensor that is next to your alternator keeps turning your battery off. We're going to have to replace it. It's going to be $300. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. Need in mind, I just replaced the tires on both of my car, all 4 tires.
Yeah.
So in addition to the tires that are brand new and I just had to pay for, I also had to pay for the fact that the sensor went out. And not only did the sensor go out, but I'm just like, okay, well, I'm stuck at this hockey game in downtown. So the only way I'm going to be able to get there is to ride the bus, right? Mm-hmm. And then I got this dingus, Sean, saying, we got to record the NFL podcast today.
Excuse me, sir, but I am not a dingus. I am a dingleberry.
Whatever.
Correct before I smack you in your earlobe with my ear.
Well, didn't you say that you were stealing Sean's gimmick and riding the short bus?
Yes, because that was the actually only way I was able to get back in time to my car was to take the short bus.
Yes, and my lawsuit is pending.
Listen, as the autistic special person here, I used to ride the short bus too, so screw you.
Using the special needs cards on me, huh?
Listen, as the mentally redacted person of the group.
Autistic. I didn't say mentally retarded. And now the cops have just pulled up next to my house. No, and now the cops have pulled up next to my house from the 7-Eleven with guns drawn.
I said redacted, you sick, sadistic fuck.
Wow. Wow, Skyler. That's just... You took it somewhere. You took it to the place where no man has gone before. Star Trek: The Next Generation. I'm hitting another dab, by the way.
You bet.
I know you are. Just keep dabbing while you listen to my dumbass story as I continuously have dumb shit happen to me all the time.
Yeah, Cam Newton, keep dabbing.
Shut up.
Do you even know who Cam Newton is?
Unfortunately, yes, because listen, I live in football country. I catch some things even when I'm not open to receive. You
are in Carolina area, I suppose, so that's not out of the realm of possibility.
Yeah, he's like the only football player that I've ever heard of.
That's both sad and impressive at the same time.
Yeah, because my football knowledge is somewhat limited. Anyway, you were saying, Skyler, about your car.
But yeah, like, right now, and I told this to Sean as we were about to record, it's you and me having a race to see which manufacturer is worse, the Ford or the Hyundai. And let me tell you right now, I think the Hyundai's taking the lead.
How much have you dropped on this car?
In this week, about 1,000.
Well, I had the whole issue with my car a couple months ago where the fuel line broke and the fuel that leaked out damaged a whole bunch of other shit and killed my battery. That was like $1,400 to have it fixed. And then every time, like a couple weeks ago, every time I would turn left or right, there'd be this really loud creaking noise. So I had to get that fixed. That was only like $300. But then there was something wrong with my brakes. And so I took my car to the shop, and there's a guy that works on cars that's a friend with my mom, so he always works on my car for really cheap. He had my car on lockdown for like 2 weeks. Keep in mind I have a delivery job where I kind of need a vehicle, so I had to use my mom's car for a while. He had to replace modules, sensors, all kinds of shit, and that cost me another $2,000.
Damn.
So I have dropped over $3,000 on this pile of garbage, and if one more thing goes wrong with this car, I'm out. See y'all next season. I'm getting a new / older but not Ford car. Ford.
Wow, that's
again. At the end of the day, kids, just buy Toyota.
Well, I'll tell you, it's a really interesting story about a car that I was driving recently. I was driving, a car that I have, and I just had this really this loud screaming noise, like it's a screeching, howling noise. It was coming like right from the almost the glove box, and it was saying, "Get out of my car, you maniac!" And I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. I parked it back at the grocery store and went and just bought my groceries and.
So
I don't know who that was.
Whose car did you steal, Sean? You fucking thief.
I'm not a thief. I didn't steal anything.
Who was the hostage in your glove compartment, and why are they so tiny that they can fit in there?
Well, it turns out, I took it to the mechanic, and they couldn't figure out the problem either because I never went back there.
Here's an old rivalry renewed. Have you been harboring Keebler elves again?
No.
Okay.
I have not eaten anything Keebler elf made in quite some time.
Me
actually.
either.
Wait, hold on. The rivalry wasn't between Sean and the Keebler elves. It was you and the Keebler elves.
Well, he's stealing my gimmick of hating all things tiny, green, and Keebler.
I said nothing of the sort.
How dare
incidents,
you?
fine.
How dare you? I'm the one that's against the vertically challenged.
Well, I believe that.
Except for when they're beating AEW. That's the only time I like midgets.
Yeah, well, anybody that's beating AEW is a valuable contributor of society.
Yes, indeed.
And now we have the fire truck next to them at the 7-Eleven. So clearly someone must have been just shot. That's great.
Oh, no.
What, across the street?
No, I live next door to a 7-Eleven.
Oh.
I live next door to a 7-Eleven.
Well, thanks for giving us revealing information, Skyler. We will be triangulating your location shortly.
I mean, there's like 20 million 7-Elevens in my town, so you can take a guess where I am, and there's not very much help it will give you.
I would like to welcome the Federal Bureau of Investigation to this podcast and say thank you very much for listening in, and don't forget to give us that like, that share, and that subscribe. Anytime.
Are these the same people that like our booking ideas and give it to WWE?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
By the way, did you guys see that there's now a website open for people who have been sexual assault victims of WWE and UFC?
I did not hear about that. And
their tagline is, have you ever been sexually assaulted by an employee at WWE or UFC? Please give us a call at this number. And it's an attorney's line.
Are they going to air those commercials at 3:30 in the morning?
Oh, God, you bet they are.
You betcha.
They're going to put them on NHL Network.
Have you ever been suplexed without consent?
Have you ever been shit on by an older man?
Yes.
You may be entitled to financial compensation.
Getting fecal. Who do we call? Trustman, Matterfin, and Dorsman.
Thank you, Sean.
You're welcome. I'm sure those are not the names of any of the lawyers.
But if they are, royalties are expected.
Yeah.
No, they're not expected. They're demanded.
Yes, we demand royalties from Fuhrman and Hermanson.
Yes.
Smitty Werben Jagerman Jensen. He was number one.
He was.
Yes.
And then he got killed.
Before his untimely passing. And then Mr. Krabs dug up his remains in that one kind of fucked up when you think about it SpongeBob episode.
Am I really going to desecrate this grave for money? Of course I am. And that's what Vince McMahon does every single time he does Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah.
Here lies Squidward's hopes and dreams.
What a baby.
That's Cody Rhodes.
Fuck you.
Oh, I'm sad.
You piece of shit.
Oh, I'm sad. And all Cody wanted to know was what were we going to be doing today? Now who's Patrick going to go back and forth with now? Dude, you know that Patrick is Cody's favorite SpongeBob character.
Oh, Lord. Wow. That was funny.
But yeah, I don't know what the hell is going on with, like, all this shit. I mean, it's like, can we please get past the point of, like, you cock teasing and just get to the fucking point?
There's a grand number of people you could be referring to. You could be talking about Triple H. You could be talking about Roman Reigns. More specific, please.
I guess that is WWE in a nutshell, is I have to be specific about who... Like, Triple H, can we just get this over with?
I have no faith. Ye of little faith. Tell me when I'm proven wrong. Tell me when my lack of faith is telling lies.
Either stick the landing or stick a big old butt plug up my butt.
Yeah, that one.
Don't do that one. Please don't do that one. I don't consent to that unless I say so.
But if it happens anyway and you don't consent, then we know a law firm just for you.
Yeah, Bligerman, Spettleman, and the Needleberg.
I don't want a lawyer representing me whose name is Spettleman. That's just me.
What do you think is like the most unconvincing lawyer name you could possibly have?
Bob.
Like Liarton.
Whatever. What was Jim Carrey's character's name in Liar Liar?
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh, well,
Skyler, research
Skyler,
us.
stats.
I'm busy playing a video game. Fuck you.
Video for what video game, sir?
What video game are you playing?
Age of Empires 3. Fuck you.
Age of Vampires 3. That sounds basic as fuck, yo.
I like vampires. Vampires are cool.
Dude, after this, I'm watching Morbius. It's Morbin time, motherfucker.
I'm more of a I'm more of a pirate guy myself.
Hold on, Jim Carrey character name and what?
Liar,
Too late,
liar.
I'm already looking it up. Fletcher Reed. I'm the new statistician.
Fletcher Reed.
Yes.
No, but he was still successful before he got truth telling.
Yeah, before he had to tell the truth. That movie is dude. That movie, Bruce Almighty, and Dumb and Dumber are like the holy trio of Jim Carrey amazingness.
No. We have to throw in the Sonic the Hedgehog movies.
Well, no, like that's more modern, which I love.
You have to throw in the Sonic the Hedgehog movie, not the second one, the first one.
Well, I like the second one more, but anyway,
yeah, but not Jim Carrey's dialogue is better in the first movie.
True.
Okay, so I know that there was some shenaniganery, but Drew McIntyre beat Cody Rhodes tonight on Raw.
Cool. I'll be watching that tomorrow, which is probably. I have no idea when this is going to be posted, so time is a nebulous concept.
Maybe nebula is space.
I thought you were going to talk about the MCU character Nebula. Do you have a clue?
Wait, hold on. Do they have a gimmick where Pat McAfee used a telestrator? They did. They had Pat McAfee use a telestrator. God damn it.
You mean a teleprompter?
No, the opposite of a...
Telestrator.
Like a teleprompter? Like he's reading off one?
You mean...
Okay, I guess a teleprompter, whatever. The thing that lets you... The thing that they have in sports where they let you go back through a play and they let you draw lines about and describe the play.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, no, okay. Not a teleprompter. I'm with you. Got you.
In an alternate universe...
That's pretty cool, actually.
In an alternate universe, it's called a telegayer.
Sir?
Joshua?
Yeah?
You make me want to smack you with a Bible sometimes.
do it, bro.
I was about to offer you a cookie.
With no THC.
No cookie for you.
But how am I supposed to open my fourth eye without THC?
Hey, hold still, cat. I gotta cut your nails.
Meow.
This is devolving.
Yeah, that's basically my cat right now. She don't like the fact that I'm cutting her nails, but too bad. They hurt me too much.
You're cutting her nails and playing that pirate game. Man, you were doing not statisticianing. That was my job. You're a man of many talents, Skyler.
Well, I turned off the video game so I could go look at the stats, and now I have to cut my cat's nails because I have her here, and I might as well do it while she can.
So, you've had a busy day. You've been playing video games, cat manicures, and paying for your car.
Watching my shitty hockey team.
Watching your shitty hockey team. You've just been on the ball. You know what I've done today? No, I've done commentary for XAW with Sean. That's it. And I went to Bojangles. Oh, and by the way...
Bojangles sounds like the whitest restaurant I've ever heard in my entire life.
It's full of black people. You would be surprised. But anyway, Sean, remember earlier...
Yeah.
Actually, Bojangles...
Remember earlier when we were done with commentary, I said, like, dude, when we finish, I gotta go to the bank. I forgot that today's President's Day. So I drove all the way over to the bank, and it was closed, and I was like, well, Bojangles is right there. So I guess I'll give them my money instead of the bank.
Dude, I had to pee so bad, I was hardly listening to what you were telling me. I was like, yeah, sounds good, buddy. I'll talk to you tonight. I have really got to pee.
That's lovely. But at least you didn't do it directly next to a microphone. Isn't that right, Skyler?
Wait, hold on. Did they actually... Hold on.
You actually did.
Did they actually... The goddamn... No. Oh my god. Okay, Sean, I need to show you this, okay?
They had, they had the Street Profits pee in off camera, and they got a really loud recording of it while Chiquito was cutting a promo. Yeah, that'd be an amazing angle. I couldn't. That would be next level thievery. If they really took that from us.
Instead of the street profits, the
street profits,
the straight peefits.
The street hobbits.
The street hobbits. You know what?
Yeah, they're the ones beating AEW right now.
Indeed. Touche.
Oh, it's such a satisfying feeling to say that.
Yeah, indeed.
Okay, I actually am going to show this to you, Sean, because this is garbage. This was on the San Jose Sharks.
I thought we were friends.
This is the San Jose Sharks' actual Twitter that they put up today after we lost 4-0 to Vegas.
What did they say?
They gave us a congratulations, you did it, star.
Star? What star?
I saw it.
Like they actually put this as their thing.
Wow.
Wait, no. Bro. Wow.
I don't hockey, but I can just feel the heat from that.
Dude, that is cringe. That's all they got, huh?
Keep in mind, we've lost every game against Vegas this year.
Well, what are you supposed to do? Like a dark pink sticker that says, "Listen, we can't suck any less," instead of "you tried"?
Can we at least do the GIF of "Hello, darkness, my old friend"?
I was thinking of the GIF of the kid from The Simpsons with the "you tried" cake. Bart Simpson.
Listen, I don't know how I'm gonna live for like the next 3 years watching my shitty hockey team rebuild. Can Boston start rebuilding already, please?
No, they're too busy winning somewhat convincingly. Somewhat?
You know,
you guys are currently the second team in the NHL in points. Fuck you.
You know,
yeah, but we're the second. We're not number one. If you're not first, you're last, Ricky. Bye-bye.
You know who my favorite hockey thing is? It's the Tooth Fairy featuring your man, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Nobody watched the Tooth Fairy, Joshua.
I did, and it was... Does this tutu make my butt look big? An actual line from The Rock in that movie. In that accent.
Man, The Rock was saved by Fast and Furious.
And then he killed it.
And then he killed it.
Like everything else.
Dude, me and Sean were talking earlier after we were done with the commentary for my shit. Go subscribe to TAW Gaming today. We were talking about how The Rock's heel promo was kind of lame.
Yes.
I mean, we talked about it too.
Yeah.
I mean, at least he cut a heel promo.
Yeah, it's not the same thing he's been doing for 20 years.
I mean, it is the same thing he's been doing for 20 years.
But from a different angle. And no one named Kurt in sight.
Not yet.
Not yet. Kurt Angle comes out and screws Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania, and that's how Roman retains. Kurt Angle in the bloodline. That's what I want to see.
Why?
Because, I mean, they have no idea.
He deserves to have a better ending match than Baron Corbin in the rain and sleet, apparently.
Yeah, like, they don't know what they're doing at this point, so why should we?
Let me get my raincoat.
How do you know I'm outside right now?
Because we could hear this.
Skyler, your microphone is way better than you think it is. It's the same reason why we heard you pee so distinctly that I'm making up a word about it.
I could literally hear the sirens at the 7-Eleven next to your house a minute ago, and it was hilarious.
I was just curious to see what was happening outside.
So who's been shot? What's the fatality tally?
I don't know. I'm going back inside. It's too cold for this shit. Although you can see the picture I just posted.
It sounded like you're like, now going to our correspondent at 7-Eleven, Skyler Greenberg. The only thing was missing was a stop sign just coming out of nowhere, smacking the shit out of you.
Yeah, well,
That's what I was trying
what's
to
the
take a look
weather out
at.
there, Ollie?
Can't see it. It's raining men. Hallelujah.
It's raining.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
Bet.
It's raining bullets on men.
That's good.
Dude, a couple weeks
I'm surprised
ago,
that you guys can hear it so well through my Bluetooth headphones.
dude, we can hear every single thing you're doing. So that tab on your computer, you know what you did. You better close it. But BustyAsianBabes.net, yeah, I've seen that one before.
Sure.
But anyway, that whole thing, the gang warfare at the 7-Eleven where everybody's shooting up to everybody. I had a delivery at Pizza Hut a couple weeks ago where I went to this dude's house and mid-delivery, we just heard gunshots from next door, and the dude like had me stay in his house for like 5 minutes. It was like, I want to give you a tip, but first I want to make sure you don't get shot. You gave me some good pizza, and I was like, thank you, sir. It was so wacky. But hey,
can you guys hear stuff from my microphone now?
Yes, I heard what sounded like a train in the background.
Okay. So I also live next to the train tracks too.
Yes. I can tell. I heard it.
I used to live next to train tracks when I was a young warthog.
There are some train tracks about a mile from my house.
You get used to it. I mean, mine were like literally maybe like 100 feet. They were very close.
They were
very close.
They were in your driveway.
I lived. Although there was one time the bus was trying to drop me off and nearly got caught between the lights. Or between the two bars that come down. They go bling, 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 and then they come on either side. And the bus driver was like, "Oh shit!" And he didn't get. He just gunned it, and it was okay. But it almost happened.
Was it the short?
So I think what happened at 7-Eleven is that the store got robbed and the cashier got hit in the head by something.
Oh no!
Did he do a good job selling it?
Yeah, and actually, it's funny. My buddy just came through the Bilco doors, and I've just got to take care of this wrench real quick. I'll be right back.
Hi, Sean's buddy. How's that wrench going?
Well, it's kind of bloody. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to go ahead and wash this and probably use some rubbing alcohol, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get it. The Rock is not as cool as he used to be. He doesn't look good.
The Rock is lame.
Yeah, kind of.
But at least they finally pivoted in the right direction.
That is true. I mean, at least it's not like the old regime where it's like, you will take the shit that I'm shitting out and you will like it. It's like, now they're just like, we messed up. We're sorry. We're trying to fix it. Don't be mad. Please like us. That goodwill that we built up for like a year and a half, we don't want to lose it. We panicked. We panicked. And we went with The Rock, and we get it. Never go with The Rock.
It honestly feels like The Rock was the in case of emergency break glass thing.
Except he's the one that broke the glass, and now everyone's like getting cut on the glass on the floor. And like, what is happening?
Well, he actually more just literally roid flexed his way out of the glass. He didn't break it.
Yeah,
he deliberately cracked it and went pew pew.
No, he was right in front of it and said, "We're gonna do The Rock versus Roman at WrestleMania," and then the glass was like, "No, you're not," and cracked by itself just out of sheer disgust.
Well,
I think the worst part though is that the way things are going, I really don't know how they're gonna top themselves because they have so many goddamn moving parts. And Cody Rhodes now has a shield and Seth Rollins. What does that mean?
He's got protection. In case he doesn't have a good pullout game, he has some protection.
Seth Rollins condoms.
Yeah. You go in, you go wah.
No. Seth Rollins is the condom.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, but is this going to mean that Damian Priest cashes in on Seth Rollins at the end of night one after a tag match?
At this point, at this point, whatever gets that damn briefcase off of him.
Why would Damian Priest do it after the tag match?
To get the briefcase the fuck off of him.
Well, why has he done it any of the other times he's quote-unquote done it?
Why did he try to do it,
For
get
the
kicked in
lulz.
the face, and then stop because the TV was running out of time?
Oh no, we're out of TV time. Guess I can't win the title.
I
That
like
could be, that feels like something they could have done on a dark angle. It's like, I'm gonna cash in, and then the babyface rallies and beats up the jobber heels in the group or whatever.
the Judgment Day basically is a jobber heel stable at this point, minus Rhea Ripley and Dom. Also known as the only two in that group that matter.
But I will reiterate
Also,
the
I know
point.
R-Truth just got back from breaking his leg, but can he go the fuck away?
Can he? Yeah, I agree.
I'm tired of the R-Truth hijinks, habits, gosh darn Agility Willers.
Shenaniganery. Skyler, gotta use the shenaniganery.
What if R-Truth
Was
won
a
the
Sith
world
Lord.
title?
What's our truth?
What's the Sith Lord?
Darth Truth.
Because R-Truth is basically the Jar Jar Binks of WWE.
Now you're stealing my shit now.
Darth Killings.
Darth Killings.
No, it's Darth Ron.
Darth Ron.
I love how insanely generic that is.
Darth Ron.
Dude, how are you supposed to approach the Force Jesus when you die and be killed? They're like, how'd you die? I was killed by Darth Ron, and have him go like, all right, well, that's great.
We were gonna make you a Force ghost, but you lost to Darth Ron, so no. No. You have to
Darth
die.
Ron sounds like Ron Weasley turning to the dark side.
Darth Weasley. This is just devolved. I still have not seen the Harry Potter movies, by the way.
Darth
You shouldn't.
Wrongly.
Darth Wrongly.
Oh man, I love Darth Ron. That's so good.
That's just
That feels like a TAWUCT wrestler.
not anymore, because I already did my final UCT episode, bitch. That's what you think of TAWTF.
Just do R-Truth in a Harry Potter robe and a lightsaber.
No, just do R-Truth, but with like the whole, because they have the whole, in all of the wrestling games, they have Darth Sidious's robe for some reason. Just stick him in that, Darth Ron. And all of his moves are just arm drags. Just give him the default moveset.
Darth Ron goes to Coruscant long after the Jedi are dead. Kills a bunch of it's kind of like clone, like children clones, and he's like, "All right, I got it." Like, no, it's already over. Oh, it is. Yeah.
Aw,
no,
man.
Oh,
Cancel
my
Project
bad,
Little Jimmy.
My bad. Look, I'm sorry. That's my bad.
my bad.
Like, Darth Ron. That's why it's so disgraceful that if you get killed by Darth Ron,
You're not allowed to be
he's
a
always
Force ghost.
late. He shows up
Just-
to the wrong side.
Just cancel Project Little Jimmy's.
Oh man.
You know, I'd rather watch a Darth Ron movie than the new Rey movie they're supposedly coming out with.
Goes to Yavin 3 instead of Yavin 4. There's nobody there.
Wait, hold on. Are they actually trying to make a new movie with Rey?
Yeah.
AKA the Ronda Rousey of the Star Wars universe.
Okay. I wouldn't go that far.
I wouldn't go that far either.
But at least she didn't.
Let's have the most boring, mediocre white meat girl
She didn't
be the star of the show.
She did. Well, hey, Rey is attractive. Ronda Rousey was attractive. Then she had a baby. And then looked like an epileptic in the 2022 Royal Rumble.
And then she got fat.
Yeah.
That's what he meant.
Hey, until the day Rey comes out with wingtips, I shan't not take this comparison.
You watch.
First scene, her putting on the wingtip war paint.
First time you see her, when she's just her alleged heel turn, which is what's going to happen in this movie. She's going to tap into that heel thing. That's
So,
just on
Wingtip Rey versus Darth Ron.
Wingtip Rey versus Darth Ron. Coming to you soon on TAWTF.
Shayna Ronsler.
Oh.
Oh no! And I was just about to say, like, after she dons the wingtip war paint,
Darth Baszler.
she looks at the camera and says, "The Force is female." Cut to black.
Oh. Oh.
That got Skyler right in the soul. I could hear it and feel it.
Well, at least they had the match of SummerSlam this past year.
And they're never gonna do it again.
Don't need to.
You say
Once was enough. Once was more than enough.
I still haven't seen that match, but I can't, though, because I got rid of my Peacock account.
I mean, according to Sean, it's the greatest match of all time.
Yeah, in perpetuity throughout the universe. Take
Yeah,
that,
but you'll
Edge and
never-
Randy Orton.
You'll never be able to see it in its original form because they've now pumped in crowd chants where there was absolutely fucking nothing.
Well, you told me to just mute it if I go watch it, and it'll be the same effect.
It seriously is. It's the fun, but the commentary is so great because it's so bad on top of it, but it is so deathly silent. Oh, it was so good at the time. It was so remarkably just catastrophically bad that it was good.
I go back and listen to the SummerSlam 2023 review on the Court Martial podcast. Go subscribe! And I just skipped to the review of the Ronda Shayna match just so I can hear you're struggling to hold it together while describing what happened, and you just devolving into a laughing fit just puts a smile on my face, Sean.
That was great.
It was immaculate.
It was joy.
I mean, it was more entertaining than Roman versus Jay.
Yeah, and they didn't have cookies.
Yeah. They didn't have
And
THC
that
either.
was bad. Well,
Sean's over here munching. How are those cookies,
I
my
am.
good man?
they're delicious. They're firm chocolate chips, and they're shaped like cocks.
That's a visual.
Wait, hold on. Is The Rock selling an energy drink?
Probably.
He is selling an energy drink.
And it's called Darth Ron Energy. I'd drink the shit out of that.
I think the Judgment Day would get more over if they made Darth Ron an energy drink.
Made him the leader of Judgment Day. The leader of Judgment Day is Darth Ron.
Robert Truth wins Damian Priest's briefcase.
And then cashes in on the Cody Rhodes Roman Reigns match and pins both, like...
And then steals Dominic's girl and goes with Rhea Ripley.
Yeah. But you know how...
Because once you go black, you never go back.
you know how...
I hope that's the reasoning they use as well.
Yeah, you know how Roman pinned... pinned Edge and Daniel Bryan at WrestleMania 27? That's how Darth Ron should win the undisputed WWE title, by just...
Wait, WrestleMania 27.
The 37, whatever. Again, I'm
about to say, you got hit in the head by Darth Ron?
Probably. I just want to see Darth Ron cash in Money in the Bank and double stack pin Roman and Cody to win the undisputed title. You know
And
what?
The Rock. All three of them.
Yeah, all three of them. And Seth. Just pin all four of them. Make Darth Ron, just the top babyface in the company. And I will actually reinstate my premium Peacock account.
And then he says,
not only that, but
bring in a
you'll
new
personally
general
go to
manager and
Connecticut
brings in
and suck
Anthony
Triple H's
Corelli.
dick.
I would consume all of Triple H's semen.
If they brought in Anthony Corelli to replace Adam Pearce.
Dude, I would become the biggest slut backstage. Move over, Janelle. Move over, Janelle Grant. It's someone else's turn to shit on my face if that
We
happens.
need some Meditron.
Nope. We're just reporting for fun now.
We need some Meditron right here.
We need some
For
medical.
Roman
Dr. Ranoli.
and for the Stone.
Forever.
Dwayne the Stone Johnston.
Never forget Anthony Corelli, SWCG World Heavyweight Champion.
Never pinned.
R.I.P.
INNED.
Yeah.
Uh,
And his group, WWE.
We weren't entertained. That's why it's not around anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the real reason why we canceled. It wasn't bringing in the viewers. They weren't entertained. It got a little too real, and we were like, you know what? Let's kill this fucking thing.
sorry.
It's all good. Like, honestly.
Oh, man, that was just such a layup of a roast.
Dude, I'm not even joking. I was so relieved when we stopped doing that because I was already doing TAW. I was already doing UCT.
I was exhausted.
I was already doing XAW. I was already doing Whammon on my show, and then SCCG on top. I felt like Tony Khan doing Dynamite, Rampage, Collision, ROH, Dark Elevation, Light, Excavation, all the other stupid shit he does. My brain was scrambled.
Excrement 2, Excrement 3,
Yeah.
the re-excrementing.
The AEW Fight Forever, AEW Flight for Never.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrible.
Terrible. Absolute terrible. But yeah, once we stop doing that,
I burped. I'm sorry.
it's all right. There's someone out there who has a fetish for that shit. If you were watching this, or if you're listening to this podcast with one arm, like, comment, and subscribe with that one arm.
How many arms do you have?
Comment down below how many arms you have.
If it's more than 2, please describe in detail.
Leave us a long-ass comment while you're singing a song weirdly, talking about how Chris Jericho is awful.
Yeah.
That's a deep cut right there.
Oh,
that was a
boy.
full-on laceration.
Dear Lord.
Yeah, what are you doing right now, Skyler?
Man of many talents, Skyler Greenberg.
Stuffing my face.
Full of Sean's
Oh,
cookies,
yeah,
no
Daddy,
doubt.
tell me what?
Full of arms. that person that was going to comment about how many arms he has, Skyler's just eating his arms.
Skyler's eating one of them.
Skyler, he
three,
has
two.
to leave a comment with one of those arms before you start eating them, you freaking cannibal.
Listen. I got my mouth. I gotta feed my mouth. Like, damn.
How scrumptious is that dude's arm?
It's like eating my own arm.
This is deteriorated to such a degree.
Your own arm before?
It tastes like chicken.
How much is that? What you're actually eating?
No, I'm eating tri-tip and Italian bread.
Now I'm hungry.
Well, I've been eating cookies, so I'm in the middle of a sugar high that will inevitably lead to a sugar crash.
I had Bojangles, which is apparently for white people only, and it was delicious. I gave some of it to my dog. He's a black dog, and he didn't like it, so that's probably... I'm gonna stop. This is devolving.
Well, here's the thing, is that because you're a white man giving food to a black dog...
Yes. That's racist to someone somewhere.
Well, I'm offended.
You should be. You should be.
I am.
So, what are you guys' plans for tomorrow?
I have work.
I have work, and then more work, and maybe the gym, and then I've got to go practice singing with a choir.
Yeah.
You got a performance again?
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, yeah. I think it's at the beginning of March.
Describe the
We're rehearsing
performance.
Tuesday.
Describe the performance to us, Sean.
For her who got done with her performance.
Oh yeah, you saw a thing, didn't you, Skyler? Can I tell a joke real quick?
Yes, please do.
What do you do when you come across an elephant in the jungle?
Kill it?
Wipe it off and say you're sorry.
That was wonderful.
Thank you.
Hold on.
Hey, you want to hear a joke about my dick?
Yes, please.
Never mind. It's too long.
I have the perfect thing for that. Where is it? Where's my laugh track? Oh, here it is.
You have a laugh track?
Yeah. And
the point of the laugh track is that you're supposed to play it right as the joke happens, if he's funny.
You were saying, Skyler?
Wow. Wow.
That was painful.
That made me hungry. Oh my god. That made me horny. Hey, you know what the difference is between hungry and horny?
Where you put the cucumber?
Yes, actually. Skyler got it.
All right.
Yeah, because I've heard this joke before.
That's all right. I'm done with that bit.
Damn.
Oh, God. This is.
See, that's the thing, Sean, is that if I know a couple of lesbians, and their humor is exactly the same.
Well, this is just the interview of. Then they have the same interview of inews.co.uk. How about that? They're not my jokes. They are referenced.
Sean, don't break kayfabe.
Well,
what the fuck, dude?
I will fuck dudes if I want to. Oh, is that not what you said? Oh.
This has been the most mentally redacted podcast. And I
really
said
has.
redacted, Skyler. Don't you dare. We're trying to get monetized, damn it.
Don't you get us canceled.
Yeah.
We're not getting monetized on this.
So, that doesn't mean we have to be demonetized for this. Glass half full.
Yeah, that glass is half empty as well. Okay, I'm just messing around with different laugh tracks.
What did you do? Record your wheezing?
No, that was J. Jonah Jameson.
Oh.
From Spider-Man.
I literally thought that was you for a second, just wheezing.
I am a wheezer. No doubt about it. It's one of my best qualities.
Something half pipe to make a reference to the band.
Yeah.
That is now considered classic rock somehow.
One of my greatest services to my friends is emptying out my entire lung in a fit of laughter.
Well, I like not necessarily that wheeze, but I like the drawback afterwards. Because it's like it's like a that's what gets me.
Where I'm desperately trying to intake oxygen.
Gasping for oxygen.
Where I'm trying not to laugh myself to death.
Yes. Yeah, that's what gets me.
Where my internal organs are like, breathe, Joshua, breathe!
Yeah. Or in Skyler's case, when we get him to literally collapse and nearly destroy the camera.
Yeah.
Which
I mean, come on.
I did rickroll you though. It was a good rickroll. It was a really good rickroll. But you know, that was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
God damn
Directed
it.
by Rian Johnston.
Sean.
Directed by Rian Johnston. That means it's good.
Yeah, it sure.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of tired of Star Wars.
So is everyone else.
Dude, somehow I don't know how they did it. But Star Wars is for cringy nerds again.
Yeah.
I can't believe it. I can't believe they did it. You know what? It's oversaturation. Too much and it's not good. Yeah, it's not very good. Let's be real, it's not good. It's bad.
Too much.
Oh, it's bad.
Too much female, not enough this.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, that was the only passable thing. I was not a Fandalorian of The Mandalorian. I only watched bits and pieces. I could tell it was bad. I knew it was bad.
You know they.
Wait, you didn't like The Mandalorian?
In season 3, they brought in Lizzo and Jack Black, which I'm okay.
I
with
love Jack Black.
I'm okay with half of that. The other 800 pounds of that equation, I could do without.
Yeah, definitely weighed it down to be sure.
Okay. All right. Hold that thought.
You're taking too long on the laugh track.
That was a good one. Oh, right. God. This has been 54 minutes of just pure debauchery.
All right. Good job, gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
I love cookies.
I love THC.
I really haven't had any. These are actual genuine cookies.
I'm sure they are, Sean.
There are. And walnuts in them.
Mm.
You guys like nuts? Homo?
I mean, Joshua eats nuts every day.
I like how the crowd is almost laughing.
It sounds like an AEW crowd.
Yeah. Well, it's not silent because there's no one there.
No, Jericho hasn't come out yet. Guys, that track of Jericho singing the whoever song that was on his cruise, like ass.
Remember when he had that mimosa match with Orange Cassidy?
How was that the peak of his wrestling career in AEW?
Because he hasn't done anything since.
Well, he sucked complete and total ass crack.
He feuded with MJF for a year.
Yeah.
He did Dinner Debonair. He's the first one to poison this man. He's the one who told MJF he'd be better as a babyface. And look what that led to.
He did Blood and Guts.
Crash Pad.
Yeah.
He did Blood and Goods.
And then he... What's that girl's name? That Kylie girl or whatever? He tried to do her, and that went spectacularly.
It was the ND Ache.
Yeah.
Aches and pains and big hefty plates full of cookies that I'm about to eat the last of. There were 9 cookies on this plate. I've eaten every one of them in the time we've talked about.
You're going to have to work that off in the gym tomorrow, bud.
I will. And I'll be wearing a TNA shirt doing it. And then I'll fuck a trans girl.
What the fuck?
What?
Calm down, Scott D'Amore. I know that you're depressed because you got fired. But come on now. Now's not the time to be going through a midlife crisis.
Did you hear that the staff, the TNA wrestlers, wrote a strongly worded letter to Anthem, basically like going to bat for Scott D'Amore?
Did you also hear...
It was the saddest letter I've ever heard in my entire life.
Did you also hear that the people in charge of Anthem, like literally on their laptop, clicked that email and drug it all the way to their trash can icon and put it in there?
Yeah. It's sad. Poor guys.
Poor TNA.
But is that not the most TNA thing?
Yes. That's what makes it so sad.
To fire Scotland D'Amore.
Who, by the way, the more we find out about what he did, the more we kind of like, okay, I understand why they fired him.
What did he do necessarily? What are they saying?
Sleeping with female talent.
Okay. And? What's accepted canon nowadays?
Yeah.
What's the standard? The standard was set at head shitting.
Yeah, this is this is not anywhere near that we know of.
What a wild wrestling world we live in that we were even saying those words.
Yeah, Scott D'Amore may or may not be a shitter, and Darth Ron might walk out of WrestleMania 40 as the champion.
Darth Ron, that's so good.
That's a gimmick. That is a gimmick
Ron.
that transcends time.
Unfortunately, there's no place that gimmick can be used now.
Well, you see.
Well, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of indie promotions that would disagree with you, Skyler.
There's a promotion called TAWTF that disagrees, Skyler.
There's a promotion called Game Changer Wrestling.
Okay, so hold on. So I have a question. Joshua, how many promotions do you have now?
Okay, so I have TAW, which is my
2.
main one. TAW is my main one, and I have 2 different rosters in it: my men's roster and my Femme Fatales division. I did have UCT, which was basically my NXT. I had XAW, which was basically my WWE ECW. And TAWTF was like a weird offshoot of my main show, so it wasn't really its own brand. So really, I only had 3. But I'm sick and tired of keeping track of everything, so I'm basically condensing XAW and UCT into one show called XTW. And I'm taking the women from all of the rosters and making that its own show. So I'm going from 5 different rosters to just 3. Because unlike Tony Khan, I'm trying to reduce stress.
Tony
To make it
Khan.
more manageable, huh?
Yeah.
Tony Khan munches drunken rock star butts.
That is the most accurate thing I've heard today.
And it's, I should say, failed rock and roll star butts.
And now that we've gotten to the rock and roll star butt munching of Tony Khan, I think that's about the time we bring this roller coaster ride of a podcast to a close. Well, hopefully, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have more SJSv2 content coming your way. We have some ideas. It's Skyler's turn next. So, Skyler, Mr. Stats himself, you better be ready to come up with some fucking cool ideas, or your ass is in the hot seat, and under the hot seat is my dick. So,
what exactly was this idea?
This was just amazing. That's what this was.
That's not an idea.
This was a flavor-tastical experience.
Listen, you can't just say it's great, ding. It's wonderful, ding.
It's great.
It's amazing, ding.
It's great, it's amazing, it's wonderful, and it's the safest company. And I will not answer any of your questions.
I personally am fearing for my life.
You should be.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. See you guys later with some more SJSv2. And just to bring things full circle, Backtrack, fuck you, bye.